Swipe right with Raja.
Hello everyone. First of all, thank you for swiping me right. After the motivation, I have decided to continue with some fun knowledge sharing on movies. Ajke I will talk about a recently released movie which I saw on Netflix called Merry Christmas. That movie is actually inspired by a French crime novel called Bird in a Cage. I think it's written by Frederick Dard. South Indian actor Vijay Sethupathi and Katrina Kaif leads in the movie. The story of the movie is set up somewhere in the 1980s when Albert actually comes home after almost 7 years on Christmas Eve. So বাসায় এসে he goes out একটা রেস্টুরেন্টে যেখানে he actually meets a mother and a daughter. Ironically, motherটার নাম on Christmas Eve is Maria. But besides this cheesy thing, the movie is pretty dark, humorous thriller. Okay, then Albert and Maria connect with each other and one conversation leads to another. And তারপর ওরা eventually decide করে যে আচ্ছা let's go to Maria's place and celebrate Christmas Eve together. Now, are they able to celebrate it together or is there any accident? Was Albert actually chasing Maria? Like it was the other way around? For that, I would prefer you to watch the movie because I don't want to give any more spoilers. The movie is actually a slow burn and probably in the first 1 hour audience might feel যে কি হচ্ছে এত slow কেন, but once the story picks up you would enjoy the ride. There are a lot of close shots of the actors and there are a lot of dialogues. To be honest, I have never seen Katrina Kaif speaking so many dialogues. The Chikni Chamli actually performed really well. The climax of the movie might not be liked by everyone. The movie is directed by Sriram Raghavan. He's one of my favorite directors. This guy is actually inspired by old school directors like Hitchcock, তারপরে আপনার ধরেন Vijay Anand. So in all his movies you would get touch of old school movies. For instance, আপনারা যদি Merry Christmas-টা দেখেন and you observe carefully, it's set up in the 80s and there's a scene in Regal Theatre. And Regal Theatre বাইরে there are some posters of old movies যেগুলো were never made. যেগুলো were actually মানে ওই filmmakers গুলো বানাইতে চাইতো. For instance, Napoleon by Stanley Kubrick, by even Alien, যেটা সত্যজিৎ রায় বানাতে চাইতো. So এগুলোর posters লাগানো. But you know how he got inspired and এই মুভিগুলো বানানো হয়নি. So ওর 80s এর থিমে এই পোস্টার্সগুলো ফিট ইন করেছে. তারপরে he also uses some old school background music, পুরান দিনের গান or background music. So he treats them really well. My personal favorite movies directed by Sriram Raghavan are Johnny Gabdhar, Andhadhun, one of the best thrillers to come out of India, and Ek Hasina Thi, the real comeback of Saif Ali Khan, not Dil Chahta Hai. One more thing, never miss the opening shot of a Sriram Raghavan movie. For me, Merry Christmas as a whole is not as good as his previous movies, but if you're a fan of Hitchcock, slow burns, and original stories, then it's definitely a swipe right.